Do you guys know the feeling when, like, you've just got done building something and you look at it for a while and you think it's bad? Well, I did the same thing here. We built this terrain last episode and I hated it. I actually, after I released the video, I sort of took a look back and just decided I hated it. And so we're here. I'm building another one. And this one actually looks good, I hope. But that's not what we're completely doing today because we still have a lot to do with this project. Well, doesn't this already look so much better than what we originally had here? Which, if we just go inside of, is still completely... Oh, crap. No. Run. Crap. To go. Of course. Where did I die? Where did I die? Right here. Well, that was easy. Boom. We don't need to go back in there anytime soon. And yeah, that was not fun. But if we take a nice view from above, this looks so much better than it did. And we still have more to do. I mean, we are going to be working over here, so yeah. The only problem is I am quickly running out of resources, mainly tough, because that's all the tough I have left, I think. Now, I won't run out of stone anytime soon because I got my wall of chests, but I need to get some tough and some gravel. Gravel's the easy one, mainly because of this small little piglin farm I have right here, and eventually we'll get some gravel. Now, we get the gold by using our gold farm that we built a couple episodes back, just like this. So we have over 2 stacks of tough blocks at our disposal, and as we were mining up blocks, we ended up getting just under 1.5 stacks of diamonds. So I'd say this was successful. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave our beacon here for the time being, but let's go ahead and head out of the cave and head back to the base. So I now have all the resources I could use to finish up this side of the cliff right here. And we're gonna go from where I stopped earlier to I think about here. Well, this whole area is now fully terraformed, except for the water. That will come at a different time. But I really do like how this looks, and it is a great start to how I actually want this to look. And we're not just keeping it like this. We are actually going to be building a couple buildings. One of the main things we need is going to be some spruce, and we're going to need quite a lot of it. Next up, deep slate. Wait, why am I mining without my haste beacon? So the build I'm working on in this time-lapse takes a lot of wood. In fact, this small section took almost all of it. And I'm not joking. This is all the spruce log we have, so we need to get more before we can move on to the rest of this build. Well, I think that'll do. So let's get back to work. The very first thing we're actually going to be doing, well, we already have the base done, is we are going to make the walls. We need to put up the walls. We are actually going to be using a blend of 4 blocks maybe. Well, I actually have to craft them. Deep slate bricks, tough bricks, and stone bricks. So basically, we'll have a gradient like this going all the way up to the top. We'll take a look at that. All 4 walls are done, and we're actually ready to do the detailing, the roof. Honestly, we really don't have too much more to do on this building until the very big thing. But I am just gathering some stripped spruce logs because we have to actually make some shelves. Back to business. I think I'm going to start with the roof, get that done, and then continue on with the detailing right afterwards. But I think, so far, let's take a nice bird's eye view. Yeah, this is looking great already, just with that gradient involved. So let me get the roofs on, and then we can move on to the detailing. It is getting more and more together with how this base looks, and now all I need is the detailing. I mean, without the detailing, this is nothing, basically. So let's get it done. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, this looks awesome. I really do love how this looks. I am really surprised that on my ability to build something like this. I mean, this build is sort of meant to be sort of like a sort of more military look to it, but I think it works. I like, it's a watchtower. When you look at this area, there's very few areas where you could actually like easily enter the bay, this city, and I think this is one of the cutoff points. So I think this makes sense to be placed here, and it really does look quite good. Now, what if we put a gate here? What if we put like a wall going from here and connecting up to the mountain as sort of like a checkpoint before entering the city? I think that'll be great. That's a great idea. I'm not 100% sure how I want to pull it off. Do I want to do it similar to this, or do I want to do more of a wooden wall? I'm gonna have to do a little bit of testing. So I'm thinking this is about what I want it to look like for this wall, and I've added in the stone bricks sort of just to brighten up the wall a bit, but I do think that this polished tough block is going to be our main block. I think what it does is it makes it look more, how do I put this? Sturdy, maybe stronger, and also makes it stand out differently than from this build. What do we think about this? Actually, whoa, okay, this is actually really surprising me. I just did this, and actually, I really like the contrast with how, like, little detail. Like, this has a lot of detail in it. This is just a wall, but it works so well with it. Wow, I did not know I was good at building. I've been looking at a spot right here, maybe like, not like a full stable, but maybe just a place for a temporary horse stable. Yeah, let's see what I can do. I was about to say I didn't like it, but I feel like it works in this spot. I think it just worked somehow. Maybe we need to do a little bit more. I mean, I don't know. It's a little weird because, one, I don't have any horses to put in there, and two, I feel like there is something missing. Let me try something real quick. Let me try and just do this. Okay, that helps quite a lot. Yeah, I definitely need to swap out the grass for podzol, podzol, and path blocks. Do I have any podzol? I don't think I do. Okay, yeah, that definitely makes it look a lot better. I just need to get more. This completely fixes this build. It works so well, and I think it matches up with this area quite nicely. And I want to do one more thing before we go into the gate and work over there, is I want to add a little camp like right here where you can look into the city. And I think that'll look awesome. So I might have done a ton of work. As you can see, I got the campfire right there. And then I also have this archery range right here, which works so well. I used a armor stand mod that Hermitcraft even uses to get the arrows into the hay bales and target blocks, but I wanted to add just a little bit of story to this base area, and I think that fits in so well. But that's not all I did. I sort of messed up and forgot to record anything of this cliff. I built this cliff off camera on accident. What do you think? I quite like it. This whole style of cliff building that I have is really good. I really do love how this looks, but it is quite empty. And so I need to build a building or two or something, which means I'm gonna have to do a lot more resource gathering because I don't have the resources for another building like this. So we are going to be able to get a couple of the resources we need for this build right here at this pale oak and dark oak forests. And honestly, I'm thinking, let's just stock up on a bunch. Let's get 3 shulker boxes of both. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have gotten 3 shulker boxes of both, but oh well, I've done it now. And the sad part is I probably only need like 6 stacks of pale oak at most, and not even a stack dark oak. But I've gathered a little bit more wood for the build. But we do need to do one more very important part of this build. Now, how I have been farming mud is very inefficient, as you can see, because I have to do it basically completely manually. But what if I could do it automatically? And that's why my inventory is full of glass bottles. We're gonna automate this really quickly and get a ton of mud. And now we grab some wheat. And now we make packed mud. And now we can build this building, this house. What do I call this thing? So, what do you guys think? I really do like this build. I think it fits in very well with this style, but there is very much things missing out of it. One of the things we're missing is vegetation and trees and all that stuff, and the other is interior. I'm going to ignore the interior, probably for a long time, but the vegetation, like trees and flowers and all that fun stuff. Where's the shulker box? Yeah, no. Where's the... I've lost... What? Ah. We're gonna build some trees. Okay, let's take a look at where we want this first tree to go. So I'm looking at this angle right there. This is gonna be a weird tree, but I think I want to do a tree here. One here, and I want to do one more somewhere else right here. I think right here would be a perfect spot. Now, we need to see what areas or how we build these trees, and I think actually how I did these placements are really good, just base look. Now, how do I build the trees? Boom, boom. There we go. Let's see what I can do about these trees. Do we think of that? Ooh, it might work. I'm not 100% sure if it will. Let's try this. How does that look? This might work a little better if I actually do that. Okay. I think what we need to do now is just add a few leaves in and just see how it is. Now, do I want to go with the stripped birch or the other? Let's just do a small section of stripped real quick. Okay, ooh, let's take a look at this tree. Oh, whoa. I like this. This is, okay, yes. This is awesome. Wait, oh, even from the ground it looks good. Okay. It does sort of not work here yet, but I think if we just sort of add a little path, a little bit of grass, and some flowers, I think it will work. Now, the question is, do I have the flowers? Do I have flowers? I really don't know if I do. I got, probably should do the bush, Let's see what I can do with this. What is the, okay, wait, what? What in the world? Wait, do all of them? No, just, oh, that is weird. Why does it do that? Oh, jeez. Let's see, what do we think? Okay, yeah, that helps it out so much. Now, do I do what I did over here and put some of these? Can I just break these? Yes, I can. That's a ton. I do want this to look good at night, so I'm gonna add in just some firefly. Do I like this? Yes, I do. I do think I like this. I think that will work. Have the second tree done, and I did a little bit more decorating around the trees, and I think it's looking good. Now, these trees are so much smaller than this one. I haven't finished it yet, but it is definitely going to be a bigger tree than the other one, and I'm just thinking about getting this one done, and then we can do just a bit more decorating. Oh, there we go. Oh, let me go back up real quick. There we go. And honestly, this looked really good. I am really happy with the progress we've made today, which, yes. Let's recap what we've done today. We did the entire cliff again. We built this structure. We did this area. We did the stables. We did the house. We mined 6 shulker boxes of wood and also decorated this area. So I definitely think that this has been one very productive video or episode, whatever you want to call this. But yes, this is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.